Hey, good afternoon. This is Christian with Tadlock Roofing. I was inspecting your neighbor's roof for an insurance claim, and I was approached, and you all asked me if I could inspect yours. I wanted to run through a few things, and it is high, so bear with me. But as you walk up on the slope over the garage, you can see that the materials have kind of a malfunction right here. This is usually caused from other shingles being laid on top of them, and when they peeled them off to install them, they peeled the piece off, and so over time the fiberglass bleeds through and it wears out. There's a rusty nail head right there. Further up you can see that this is called wind damage, when the shingle actually shows a crease and then it's exposed like that. I like to step on them to see if the adhesive actually would help in that sense. Ridge strip ventilation is great. If we were to do a replacement, we would replace this with a better, newer aged vent. You currently have great adequate rain runoff. There's a little bit of buildup right here. Just need to make sure that that stays nice and sealed and flashed during the replacement of this roof to protect you from any kind of internal leak. On this side of the slope, what you'll see is the same thing that's on the front, a little bit of installation errors scattered throughout the roof, where the shingles are starting to eat away. Now, some areas on this slope are adhering properly. There's no minimal wind damage areas. By the gooseneck, this is called a gooseneck, it's what's usually connected to your dryer vent. You have a few minimal lift right here, as you can see. As we go over the front of the roof, you can tell that this has got wind damage scattered throughout it. But this is what wind damage looks like. You've got creased shingles in multiple areas, broken shingles all the way off. You probably found one in the yard. This one's about to go, as you can see. This is fairly newish. The nail heads have been exposed, but they're not rusted out. So it tells me that back here again, it's another one. It's just recent. Over here, you got a couple tails. What I mean by tails is the corners of the shingles lost adhesive and the wind cooked it, which makes sense because you're completely exposed to more wind on this side. Just take a look, tail on that side. And then as we move down the slope, I know we've got a couple more scattered throughout. There's 4 or 5 on this side. Oh, and then up at the top of the ridge too. Like I said, you're more exposed to wind lift over here. In my professional opinion, you can see all these. Again though, these are fairly new because the nail heads, some areas are rusted, some of them are not. Not a whole lot of damage back here. There's a couple areas, but nothing major. As you can see, still one damaged shingle there. Box vent ventilation. We would open up some more ventilation for you. I honestly think about putting a solar attic fan in this area. But overall, in my professional opinion, the roof's probably at maybe a year left life before you have some actual issues. Back where you have the leak in the back right corner, most likely caused from again, water getting underneath and sitting on top of those nail heads. Sometimes that's been going on for months before you actually see it penetrate the roof, and those things don't fix themselves. So professional opinion overall, it's time for a replacement. I'd be happy to show you, and then I honestly think we should get insurance involved, see if they want to come and make a wind claim for you. I appreciate it, and I look forward to sharing this with you shortly.